Okay, welcome to creating the Web 2.0 buzz beyond search engine optimization. I created an earlier video about Web 2.0 buzz. I wasn't happy with the results on it, so this is the new edition. What we're going to cover here is using an example of online world peace lecture. That's the keyword, that's the site, that's the whole scene here. I'm going to show you how you take a keyword like this and use Web 2.0 instead of just an optimized website in order to really gain some key search engine real estate. This is all just to give credit where credit is due to Michael Campbell, who I've been covering for a while. This particular blog of March 1st covers a whole thing about how you really get into the whole jingling the web, as he calls it, getting the search engines to pay attention to your site. I mentioned this earlier video that I'd done, and that was a response to that right off the bat. I said, okay, here's how you can create a Web 2.0 buzz. This is basically a rant on politics, saying if you started listening to your neighbors and turned off the TV, you'd make a much better choice. But I wasn't happy with the results. You can check this out on YouTube right there if you want to see that, but let's get on to our next one. That video was to push this particular book, where that inspired me actually to make this excerpt out of an Online Millionaire Plan, which is almost 800 pages. And I made this much smaller just by taking one section out of it, but I wasn't happy with that. It didn't have all the data that I felt needed to be in there. I had other data available in that big book, and so I excerpted all the sections that were relevant, and creating the Web 2.0 buzz book was the result. I've got that posted up on Lulu, 196 pages. You can buy it as a paperback or get it as a download. But this is the whole point. This is beyond search engine optimization. And we'll show you how we did this. On this particular blog, on this date, February 12th, is where I told about what I'd been doing the last week in order to make a video and really say Online World Peace Plan. At that point, that was my keyword. I refined my keywords later, but you'll see even though I put this blog up with this keyword, it still shows up later. But on this page, I show you all the sequence of what I did. I basically wrote a speech, tried it out as a text-to-speech MP3, wasn't happy with the results, didn't get the emphasis, read it all off myself to get the right emphasis, wasn't happy with it. It was around 30 minutes long or something too, so that's a long one. I whittled it down to an outline, practiced that several times, recorded that, then edited that down to below 10 minutes so I could put it into Camtasia and actually make a YouTube video, and then we were away. Just to get going, the next thing we did, one of the next steps was I made a video after that MP3, put a PowerPoint presentation together, threw it all together in a Camtasia, output it to video, was happy with it, posted it up on YouTube, realized I had to make a website for it. I got Dr. Andy Williams' SEO website builder, built this website with that program. You can see it here, how it showed up. It's really a little tiny mini web, 4 pages total, and everything's optimized for Online World Peace or Peace Lecture. So again, I learned a lot about the keyword usage, which is showing up in my later stuff, but you'll see here that just the Online World Peace was the underlying keyword, which then Online World Peace Lecture is where it starts showing up. Okay, I took the MP3, threw it up on Internet Archive so anybody can have it. They can podcast it from there. I don't have the bandwidth problems with it. I output the PowerPoint to a notes version in PDF, which came useful later. This was so I could have that so people could then, as a free download, read what I'm saying, follow along with the MP3 lecture. Now, after I had the video actually came out on YouTube by that time, I had everything like this. So I took the press release that I'd written as part of the blog post, I took the MP3, I linked everything into and made into a Squidoo lens. You see, at this time when I took this picture, it's pretty dang high for it. For Squidoo, I mean, it's not in the top 100, but that's one of the higher rankings I've ever gotten. It's just because these things rank and go along. Now, we talked about the press release. Here's one version that's still showing up high in the search engines. That's Express press release. They do it for free. Pressbooks Co.uk also does it for free, and they're showing up high in the ranking, so I'm giving them some advertising here. Now, what I did with that notes version PDF, I uploaded that to SlideShare, and that showed up high on the web, which is real interesting to me. And you'll see what they've got it up as on its tag, the World Peace, and you'll see I've got the only one for that particular tag of World Peace. So I'm taking over more niches than I thought with this thing. Okay, here's the YouTube video, Online World Peace Lecture. By that time I'd settled on that particular 4-word phrase in order to take over that niche. I found another one here, another social bookmark talent database, and their copy of the site. This is how YouTube actually shows it up. Online World Peace Lecture then shows up, bang, and that's mine seen on them. They also are in the top 10 rankings. So you see, when you do something like this, it not only helps you out, it helps them out as well. Now let's look at these rankings. Here we go. Look at that, top 6 on the, and this is only because they can only scrape the top of the page. But you'll notice also that it's a misspelled. This is ONLNE instead of Online World Peace Lecture. So there you go. That's that, and this is without quotes. So a month later, this is not even March 4th now, I've taken over the top, fold of the screen full of Google. Let's check out a variation that's just Online World Peace. Okay, there's SlideShare, 3 out of the top 4. Here's Online World Peace Plan. I'm sitting at number 3 and 4 on their thing. So you see, this is not in quotes, this is just a variations of it. This is where Online World Peace Plan you saw in both on my website and then in my blog. Here's Self-Help World Peace, number 3, and Self-Help World Peace Plan, number 1. So I've got a lot of different variations on how that scene rolls together. World Peace Lecture, there you go, 1, 3, and 5, with Mother Teresa and Linus Pauling being my competition. Okay, that does something for you. Here you go. Okay, there's your roundup. There's all in short, brief, how you do all this stuff. I'll blog about this, give you more detail. This is a MP3 and a video and a slideshow just for you to get started with. If you want more data about my books and what I do, visit go-thunk-yourself.com. You can see the Online Millionaire Plan book there. And by all means, buy my books. Check out my stuff. Send some money my way if you think I'm worth doing anything decent. But there you go. Hope you got something out of this. Hope I helped you. And pray peace.